Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Verse skipping to 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. I want to start off by giving all praises, all honor, and all glory to Kol Haloyim, La Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Racha, Kodash Brakatham. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so. Now more so than ever, Shalom to the Akwatini, Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willingly, this is an edifying video. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but whom subscribe to this truth. To you, I say Shalom. It's the brother Yahweh Sap out of the GMS Cleveland Church, a fellow servant, coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit and through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I came across this article. Lord willingly, this is an edifying lesson. Basically, it says thousands of workers are opting to get fired rather than deal with that bitch Maxine. Vanessa. Anyhow, it says a group of demonstrators hold signs as they protest against mandated outside the Michigan state capitol on August 6, 2021 in Lansing, Michigan. Now, this is pretty old, but it says a day ago by Andrea. I don't know who put that. Hesse. But he right. Anyway, it sounds like a Moabite name. For 33 years, Carl Bonak worked at his dream job delivering. And this is the spirit, though. This is the vision. I just did a video like yesterday about the governor of Florida, DeSantis. He probably really Esau probably gonna come down on them too, him and Abbott, because of the fact Esau gets hey, that's the spirit though, because that's Isaiah 19, Egyptian versus Egyptian, because basically they all in cahoots, but at the same time you got certain people thinking they should do it this way. You got some people that got the spirit that they ain't even dealing with. You got secret disciples, so the Lord's stirring up some stuff. But the point is, at the end of the day, you seeing a division. And what did the scripture say in the book of Mark? Let me get that real quick, matter of fact. Let me bear with me for a second, because that's the spirit. Book of Mark, chapter 3. Bear with me. Mark 3 and 24 is the point. Says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And that's the point. You can keep on going down, but at the end of the day, it says, and if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. And you see an end manifest right now. That's why I always go to Second Ezra chapter 9, because we in Second Ezra. We in Second Ezra chapter 15, like the elder apostle was going into. He was like, he's going to break that down. I haven't had a chance to watch that fully. Lord willingly, I get the opportunity to. But nonetheless, it just made me think, because this is old, but yet still people speak like this is August. We about to be going in November. So this is like, they said August 6th, September, October. Right. So this is over 2 months old. Yet and still they speaking on it, because this is what's happening. This is the spirit of this place. It says, for 33 years, Carl Bonak worked at his dream job delivering weather forecasts on TV for what he considers one of the most challenging but beautiful spots in the United States, Michigan's Upper Peninsula. And you got a lot of, like I said, celebrities and entertainers and people that's bucking up again. Look, Kyrie Irving, for example, brothers brought that out of the camp. And at the end of the day, you got people, this is the Lord code. He brought the major division. And that's why I say, it's going to be 2 against 3. And, a man's household will be his enemy. I'm going through that right now. That's deep. Anyhow, it says he became so popular that that's what Carl says became a slogan at his station in the 1990s and even inspired a song. But Bonak's time as chief meteorologist for news station TV6 came to an abrupt end last month. He was fired after refusing to comply with the Maxine mandate imposed by his station's corporate owner, Gray Television. I just did not want to take the shot. And that probably saved his life too, because this guy, older guy, and like they not even reporting how many people died from this shit. They reporting everything else. I felt it was my right as a human being, right? You know, like at the end of the day, if you ever seen the movie V for Vendetta, it was something that he said in there. The guy that played on the Matrix, because the people that made the Matrix made V for Vendetta, if you wasn't aware. And the guy that plays Agent Smith played that character. I don't know if he did the acting, but he did the voice. And long story short, he made a statement. He said, people should not fear their government. The government should fear the people. I just did not want to take the shot, says Bonak, who is 68. I felt it was my right as a human being and a citizen of the U.S. to decide what I put in my body. Across the country, employers are firing workers for refusing to comply with the vaccine mandate. I didn't mean to say it, but some people are opting to quit their jobs rather than take the shot. And that's why I started with that second Ezra. They're bucking up. This is a mandate. This is a law. So let's go into that. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment. Who is the needy? You so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians, the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of. But given these bywords, these being called by these bywords, because this devil is trying to hide himself. And that's why the mystery of iniquity is being exposed. And that's how you know we at the end. You know, I had to get a spiritual tongue lashing. You know what I mean? Well, not just a spiritual tongue lashing. I'll catch it holy hell. But the thing is, call haloyim la Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Because I ain't gonna lie, as much as I disagree with a lot of stuff, I agree with everything for real. Because at the end, they, you know, and you know what? The elder said that they just did a video. There's like Jake is like, what did he say? Christians the elder Ariel out of Dallas. What did he say? He said you Christians are, the brother from GMS Salt did a video about it. He was like, you Christians are too pampered. I'm not a Christian. Well, I'm the original Christian because I'm an Israelite. You know what I mean? Call Elohim La Yahweh Shem Yahshua, that I came back to my remembrance of what I'm going, who I am. And in the land of that captivity, they will remember themselves. And at the end of the day, that's how we at the end. Like at the end of the day, I needed that for real. As much as like I say, and I ain't trying to buck up or like have the off spirit. What I'm saying is, we all in the flesh, but you know, the Lord know how to actually like, you know, that's how you know it's all of the Lord, because the Lord know how to mess with you and make your hell. That's how you know hell is not a place that you gonna burn on fire. Your hell is this. I told the brother something he got offended by, but it's the truth. You know, Elijah prayed for death. I pray for death sometimes because this shit suck. And I see it. The Lord let me see it. I see it. It ain't like I don't see it. I know certain things already destined for me. And this shit, like, it's like, and you know you ain't got no power. So only power you could, only thing you could do, like, and I'm a loyal person, so it ain't like I said, a lot of stuff get misconstrued. That's why it's always better to talk as opposed to text and whatnot. You'll never, especially talk in person, because you can see how if a person trying to lie, you can see a lot of different stuff. At the end of the day, I don't have like the Lord asked Peter and them, y'all gonna leave too? And he said, where we gonna go? Where I'm gonna go? I can't go nowhere else. Look at what's going on in the world. They literally sieging us right now, fucking with the food. Motherfucker gonna go to the store one day and food gonna be so high. And then what you gonna do? That's why this is about to be dark winter. Salakia though. It says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. Who is the needy? Who is the poor? He said, my people. Who is his people? The Israelites. The scriptures tell you in the book of Deuteronomy, I think it's chapter 7, about they are a holy people unto me, roughly paraphrase. I don't feel like getting it, but you know, it talks about the Israelites. That's a scripture to show that the Lord don't love everybody. A precept to show that the Lord don't love everybody. And the poor of my people is the Israelites, and the poor and needy is Jake. Jake got to rely on this devil for everything. And that's why he coming this way with it. He about to fuck the whole country up and make you have to. That's why they said that you gonna own nothing and be happy, because we about to see what everybody made of for real. And I know it's some strong ass brothers in the camp. And that's why like I say, I had an opportunity to be by myself and I had an opportunity to be with brothers. And although I still like solitude because I've always been a solitary person, at the end of the day, I love the brotherhood. Call Loyum, Laya, how about you, shot for the brotherhood. You know, it said that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fathers, and they trying to rob us now. They the reason why a lot of our, well, it's the curse for real, but at the same time, they the reason why a lot of our families, Jake's families, are fatherless. Trust me, throughout this thing, I've been trying to be a father in this system, and that shit sucked. And I've tried to convince myself of ways to why I'm doing this. And at the end of the day, I truly love my children. And I try to look at it like the Lord loved us and forgave us. And, but in actuality, at the end of the day, I'm probably going to lose my children. But I also believe that the Lord going to give me back my kid. Because I've watched the Lord do everything else. My testimony, I've made it this far. And brothers say, I've heard brothers say how strong they think I am. I don't think I'm strong at all. I know, you know what I mean? But at the same time, the thing is, the Lord, I've watched the Lord work in my life. So therefore, that's that foundation I have. Now, I don't know what my end going to be. And I pray that every sincere brother can make it. Even if you got to be a martyr or whatever. But at the end of the day, truth be told, like the Lord got people in the truth that's not going to make it. Everything's set up for a reason. I told the brother this recently. I was like, the Lord don't make no mistakes. So if you're going through something, sometimes it's like I have trouble trying to like control shit. You know what I mean? Used to having my way on certain things, so I'm thinking I control. You can't control this now. Once you in the truth, you gonna learn you don't control shit. You really is. But, this is talk about Jake. And that's the point of bringing out this scripture. And Salakia for me bouncing around like that. But this is the spirit. At the end of the day, that's an unrighteous decree. Flat out. The Lord talks to you when you at your low point to lift you up. That's how cold the Lord is. If it's meant for you to get it. Sifting is always going around. And the elder was talking about it's about to be a sifting. I got another one though. This based on that, what's that? Daniel Salakia. Daniel 8:25. Say through his policy. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. So through his policy, which is a law, because they mandating this law. And that's why, like, when they mandated it, the numbers jumped up on how many people got vaccinated. Brothers bringing this out. You got people on the fence or people that's not trying to do it at all. That's why they made this statement like that. They was like, it's going to be a group of people and ain't going to take this. And that's why they going to come down with a great wrath. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, because this devil is proud. It tells you about, that's how you know his spirit. That's how you know who the devil is. The proudest motherfucker on the planet. I've been homeless. I've watched these Edomites. We'd go to the soup kitchen and the Edomite, dirty as fuck, stink, coat, like raggedy as fuck, proud as fuck. How dare you be that proud? You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck? It says, and by peace shall destroy many. And many gonna get destroyed because they ain't coming with no sword right now, but they telling you, you gotta do this for the safety of everybody. You got people that advocate for this shit. It say fuck, they saying fuck. Listen, how the fuck is an unvaccinated person? People take the flu shot to not to get the flu. So when they around a person that got the flu, they don't be like, oh shit, you got the flu. They don't worry about it because they took the flu shot. So why the fuck is this so different? Because it's a ulterior motive behind this shit. It says, he shall also stand up against the prince of princes. Who is the prince of princes? That's Yahweh Shai Mashiach. That's how proud this devil is. He gonna try and stand against the son of the Most High God. But he shall be broken without hand. This devil gonna be smashed. Just say within 1 hour. No matter what other fuck exoskeleton suits, all these supersonic, hypersonic fucking missiles, all that shit don't fucking matter. Salakia for all the cursing. I'm not even going back into the article. At the end of the day, we at the end. So I got one last scripture to finish this out. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, because you need to understand what time we in. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently, And you measuring the time by watching these signs and these prophecies and the tokens. The tokens is the signs is the prophecies. All the same things. The scriptures talk about the things that were written before or for our learning. You know, the scriptures, that's how we know what time we're in, because we're watching the signs. It says, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I've told thee before, verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars. You got uproars based on the fact that people quitting their job. They like, fuck what you talking about. You got uproars, you know, in Manhattan, they letting loose some kind of gas that ain't supposed to be harmful, but yet and still they talking about it's DNA tracks. So this is shit gonna bind to your DNA. And then it's talking about barcodes popping up. What do that sound like to you? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And we at the end. And if you can't see that, then you pretty much the Lord probably ain't dealing with you. Because if you can't see we at the end, like, I mean, like, that's how you know. I mean, whatever happens, if, you know, like, you get kicked out, you get cast out, then sometimes the Lord will do something to actually build you up. Everything ain't for your detriment to destroy you. If the Lord's sending you through something, and I understood that, but I did need this spiritual, like, cussing out, like I really did, because I be going up. And I admit I go up. That's why I ain't buck up like that. I mean, at the same time, I guess the brother was like, you got to be more quick to listen than hear. And the thing is, what I was trying to explain is, if you have a certain thought that you think in a certain kind of way, and I'm going to listen to what you're saying, but if you think in a certain kind of way and you wrong about what you're thinking, then that make everything wrong. That's why it's so important to listen to each other. That's why it's so important to have communication in the body. The scriptures talk about state of the flock. But like I said, at the end of the day, it was all spiritual. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I don't agree with everything, but I needed that. You know, I got a heavy lot. You know what I mean? I understand that. I hope the Lord, I'm going to use a quote that the elders have made mention of, and other people have made mention of, and brothers made mention of. Bruce Lee made a statement. He said, don't pray for an easy life, but pray for the spirit or the strength to endure a hard one. Roughly paraphrased. I got a hard one. I pray that the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, give me the strength to endure it. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, the brother did make mention of this. I did tend to think about myself and forget that it's people looking up and watching me and looking up to me and depend on me. So, you know, and catching this hell like the elder, I remember the elder Apostle Ramlab said that. He was like, when you go through that hell, sometimes I can imagine that hell. I can imagine it. Because I'm looking at my hell, I ain't got no way near. I would never try to put myself on a level with the elder apostles. That's why certain things I don't speak on. That's just me. You know what I mean? If the spirit, you know, I understand how the spirit works. A spirit could use somebody that ain't never been through shit, but use that. My child has taught me stuff that was spiritual. How you going to say something you ain't never been? But the thing is, you got to recognize spirits and flesh and all that. This is not an easy thing. But may the Lord put the spirit on all those that are sincere in this truth to endure whatever you want to deal with. I'm about to bring it. Oh, this is the article. Is thousands of workers are opting to get fired rather than take the vaccine. And this is on WEKU. I'm not going to read any more in the article. And I feel my point was made. At the end of the day, this bitch dying. Kill this hoe. May Yahweh Shem Yahushua kill this bitch. Dirty bitch. So at that, so, that's just me being silly a little bit, but I mean every word I just said. And with that, if you a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American, Central Indian, West Indian, or Haitian, I implore you to come back to the laws, to the statutes, and to the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua be destroyed. With that, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to call Loyum, La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Racha Kodash Barakatam. No honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of earth, pushing his truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. Shalom to the Akwat and the Akim with their listening and learning. Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad in the land of other nations, appearing like the other nations, but subscribing to appearing in this. I mean, that's in this nation. You know, you got camps don't think that they literally are Jake. The brother just did a video, brother from Men of Valor, the elder. What's his name? Atazanwam. did a video about Issachar. If you can't spiritually see the struggle that they have, is just like Elder Apostle Ramla. I didn't know he literally had to deal with that. That's some strong shit to deal with, because you're trying to be brotherly with brothers that don't love you, or you know what I mean. But that was his test. That's a hell of a, like the Lord cold. Trust me, I fear Yahweh. I see what he did. I can see what he could do, what he did. Like, right. And we all need to fear, because he about to make you fear. That's why I did a video. One of my first videos when I started having to do videos was fear lasts longer than love. It's better to be feared than loved. And I got that from that movie, A Bronx Tale. He said, would you rather be feared or loved? He said, fear lasts longer than love. And it's the truth. Motherfucker think you love it. They showed you that in that movie, Paid in Full. He was blessing the whole hood, and then the niggas that he feeding robbed him. Because they loved him, they didn't fear him. So lucky you for all the digression. At the end of the day, that's 324. That's that mark that I started with. I think, I didn't start with it, but I brought it up. Mark 324. The vision, baby. So with that, I'm going to end the lesson. All praises, all honor, and all glory to call Allah, Yahweh, Hashem, Kodash Wakatam, Shalom, 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 and Abad Babal, Shalom.